Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We're gonna do two standards in one here. So we have a video for 12.1 and for 12.2. We're gonna teach these on the same day. This is pretty straightforward. Your calculator is gonna help a lot. So if you have one, get it out. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so let's start talking about. Oh yeah, sorry. I can identify and evaluate perfect squares and square roots. Perfect squares, to square a number, we're gonna multiply the number by itself. Right. Perfect square is just the square of any integer, right? Such as 2, oh, the pen's out here. There we go. 2 times 2 or 3 times 3, right? That's the square of an integer, right? So this is really just 2 squared. So that's these here. So let's go through these. Some of these you might know. Let's do that you know right now. So 1 squared. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 squared, or 2 times 2 is 4. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 49. 64. 81. Right? 10 squared is 100. 11 squared is 121. 12 squared is 144. 13 squared is 169. 14 squared is 196. And 15 squared is 225. A lot of times, those students that know most of them up to 10, sometimes up to 12, it's real helpful to learn these now. All right. So the opposite of that is finding a square root. So the opposite of a square is a square root. So, there's the arrow here, square root. Let's write that in. So that's going to be this. So the opposite, so we just did 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4. Well, the square root of 4 is 2. It takes us back to the original number. 3 squared, 3 times 3, which is 9. Here's 9. Square root of 9, 3. 16. Square root of 16, 4. 5 squared equals 25. Square root of 25 equals 5. All right, see the pattern? So we can do that same thing here, just reversing what we did. Let's just reverse it. So 1, the square root of 1 was 1. The square root of 4 was 2. 9 was our third number. The square root of 9 means it's 3. We have square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 49 is 7. 64 is 8. Square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 100 is 10. Square root of 121 is 11. Square root of 144 is 12. Square root of 169 is 13. Square root of 196 is 14. Square root of 225 is 15. They're the same numbers. Really, our calculator is going to help. If you have a calculator that does square roots, let us know. If you're using it, we can help. All right. Let's take a look here. Here is a multiplication chart. Let's talk about those perfect numbers. So, remember, we pick a number for this side and a number for that side to multiply to find our answer. But that's exactly what we're looking at here. Let me get a different pen. Nope. Highlighter. There we go. So 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 is 16. Look, we're making a pattern here. So the diagonal on a multiplication chart is all of your perfect squares. Right? There's all the ones we just talked about. So that's helpful too, to be able to look at that and know those are perfect squares. Right? That's just a quick run through that. Let's move to the next one. Of 2, I can simplify radicals. Back to a regular pen. So to simplify square root, make a factor tree. Circle any pairs. Those pairs go on the outside of the radical and become a singular number. Leftover numbers go on the inside of the radical. So let's rewind. Here's what a prime number tree is. 12, we need to put this. The number goes on top. The two numbers that can multiply together to make that number go on the bottom. 3 and 4. If they're prime, we circle. If they're not prime, we do it again. Right? Switch colors. Do I have any pairs? I have 3 times 2 times 2. Okay, look. 2 is a pair. That is going to become a singular number. So 2, and it goes on the outside. What is not paired up stays on the inside. This simplified square root of 12 is really 2 times the square root of 3. 2 and 24. 2 and 12. 3 and 4. 2 and 2. Those are all prime. Prime. Here's a pair. We have a 2 and a 3 left over. We have more than 2 2's. We're only going to take 2 of them out. Just like before, that's going to go on the outside. Inside is really then 2 times 3, but we're going to simplify that. 2 times 3 makes 6. 2 times the square root of 6 is the better answer. Right? Because whatever's left over, we want to re-multiply so it's easiest to understand. Right? It's easier to say 6 than it is 2 times 3. Alright, let's keep going. We have 45. Let's make that. What two numbers can multiply make 45? Most people are going to say 5 and 9. Well, 5 is prime. 9 is really 3 times 3. 3 is prime, and it's doubled. Goes on the outside is 1. So we have 3 times the square root of whatever's left over. So we use this one, 5's left over. 3 times the square root of 5. And let's do a bigger number, like 72. So 72, I don't know. I know it's divisible by 2. It'll be 2 and 36. 36 is going to be, let's do 2 and 18. And 2 and 9. And 3 and 3. You could have done 6 times 6 and then broken up the 6's. But we're going to have, these are all prime. So I'm only going to circle my pairs. So I have a pair of 3's and a pair of 2's and 1 2 left over, okay? I'm going to take one of these. So you have 2 times 3 on the outside and 2 on the inside. We're going to simplify 2 times 3, 6 on the outside, 2 on the inside. That's simplified. Sorry about the pause there. I got to finish up here. 200. We're going to have 2 times 100. Look, 100 is really 10 times 10. There's our pair. We know we can get 2 times 5 and 2 times 5, but we know this is going to go on the outside. 10. 2 as an inside. There's our answer. 384. 2 times 192. 2 times 96. 2 times 45, 40, 48. 2 times 24. 2 times 12. 2 times 6. 2 times 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. So there's 8 times the square root of 6. Alright. There's homework down here you need to look at. Let us know if you have any questions.